helping us with this discussion. And Marcelo is our official scribe, so I will attempt to translate what he wrote here.
Better than mine.
So there was a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of information on here. So some of it may not be quite together. So I'm just gonna go through what we spoke about. The main topics we spoke about is Agile Requirements, the ability to gather requirements, build requirements, and how do you manage the prioritization of the requirements. So we talked about putting stuff into a backlog, capturing all the requirements, putting it into a type of a backlog, and choosing from the back. Cake, I keep going back to cake, and I wasn't sure.
I'm hungry.
Okay, all right. Cake is good. I guess that's what you wanted to put on here. Most valuable cake. So when you're going through your stories, how do you prioritize your stories? And I think the main thing here we talk about value is the value of the story to the customer and to your team. To kind of those are the stories you want to kind of move into your sprints when you're doing your planning. Did I nail it?
You nailed it.
All right. And these are some of the criteria. Do you really need it? How many elephants can I move? I don't remember the elephant.
You guys were talking about how big, complex, unwieldy, unknown the things were.
All right. We'll go over here. This is how you measure your stories, the criteria to define how your stories go, how old they are, the urgency, how long they might take. And one of the techniques that we use is that I split my sprint planning session. One planning session is with my product owner, and then the other one is the official sprint planning where I put stories with the product owner into the sprint, and then I put additional stories into the sprint planning, and then I have the developers decide what they want to keep. So if our sprint capacity is 30, I put 50 points, and then the team goes in and said, hey, you can't remove these three stories, but everything else, it's up to you guys to decide. So they can decide how they want to do it. So we get that employee interaction, and they have a sense of control over the work that they're doing. So it's more of a better value to not only to the customers, but they're getting what they need, but what the developers need as well on their side.